Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. Today, I'm coming to you with a video of a unboxing and a first impression. So this is my first time doing this on my channel where I got a package in of a couple of blind buys. I want to open them for you and for myself, and then we're going to spray them on. I'm going to give you my first impressions and see if they're any good. Both of these are blind buys, but they're both fragrances that I've been wanting to get in for a while, and they're finally here. So here we go. So this package did just come in today, so let's see what we have. You know, when you get things shipped abroad, whenever it gets through customs, they open up everything anyways, and they reseal it. It's kind of annoying. Trash. All right. Interesting. So the first thing I have is from the house of Montale. I have Full Incense. Now this is a incense-based fragrance that I've been wanting to get in because this is one that always ends up on people's list when they're doing a list of incense-based fragrances. So we'll get this one open and see, you know, what it's all about. So this seems like it's a quintessential incense fragrance, like Comme des Garçons Avignon. So we'll definitely see. This will definitely be my last incense-based fragrance for a long while. I pretty much almost have, you know, as many as I can stand right now. So what's next? Next, I got from Imaginary Authors. All right, I got Memoirs of a Trespasser. So hopefully you can see that. Comes with a little bookmark, which is cool because I've been meaning to open up a novel I haven't read before and try to just get back into reading. But it says spray here, so they also want you to use that as, you know, like a testing strip. All right, and one other surprise that I definitely wasn't expecting, because I ordered this off of Amazon and I got this from Fragrance X. And so let me see what this is. I don't know if this little sample that's in here, if this is going to be from Fragrance X or if it's going to be from Imaginary Authors. And it is a free sample from Imaginary Authors. This one says, "Oh Unknown." I'm not familiar with them. I did want to get I originally was going to get the sample set. The sample set was like $38 and a 100 ml bottle was $100. But based on the note breakdown, I wanted to get this one, and I didn't want to waste, you know, $40 towards something that I may have wanted at the end. So we'll see if it's any good or not. All right, so let's get it open. Okay, so it looks like a little book here. Cool. It is sealed together. That's really cool that that they gave me a sample. I'm not going to do that today because I'm already spraying two. And the one that I like the most out of these two, I will then wear this for the rest of the evening. And it's another sample in here too. So when you open it up, you know, the fragrance is nice and snug, and then down here you have another sample. So let's go ahead and take this out. Here it has then the name of the fragrance, and on the back it breaks down the notes, so I don't have to look at my laptop to give you the notes. This one says Madagascar vanilla, Gaiac wood, myrrh, bergamot, benzoin resin, Ambret Seed, and Oak Barrel. So this one I wanted to get because besides these are two of my favorite fragrant genres at the moment. The first one is this incense, and then the one I've been getting into now is benzoin. So like Grand Soir or a Caftan from Yves Saint Laurent, and there's a couple other ones that I'm not mentioning at the moment, but I'm just drawing a blank. So this was a benzoin based fragrance that I really wanted to get in. If I think of another one, I'll mention it as I'm opening this up. And this one has a little sample too. Is this going to be the same one? Let's get it out. This one says Telegramma. Telegramma, I don't know if you see that. So I'm not familiar with them. I'm sure I would have been had I got the sample set. I'm not sure what the sizes were, if they were like 1 milliliter or something like that, but it had pretty much the whole line. It didn't have the waffle cone one, so that was another reason why I said let me just get the one that I know that I'm going to be most interested in, and maybe later I'll go ahead and do that. So let's get it on skin and see what it does. Okay, just a pull off top. It doesn't snap into place, but it fits really snug. And all right, give it a couple sprays. I'm gonna keep it in here. Right off the top, you get woods. I do smell the bergamot. Now I'm going to let that sit for a couple minutes. I'll come back to it, but let's get the full incense open. Another thing that seems to be really cool is almost like there's a magnet or something in here that's keeping this closed shut. So that's really cool. I believe imaginary authors are based out of Oregon, I believe. So, all right. So here we go. Next. All right, next we have from the House of Montale. Again, we have Full Incense. This one was released in 2010. I didn't mention Memoirs of a Trespasser. This one was released in 2012. So let's go ahead and get this one open. Not that I'm not going to say I'm tired of Montale, but there's just too many fragrances. There's too many fragrance houses to check out. And between Montale and Mancera, there's just too many to choose from, and I'd rather just take a break and just check out some different fragrant houses and try to diversify, my taste and things like that. But this was something that I did want to get in, and I was having issues that I can't find it anywhere here in Kuwait, period. There's a number of them that you can find, but Montale just has too many fragrances. For one, I finally got Honey Oud, so I was excited about that. And so this was another one that I really wanted. So all of them come in these same typical boxes. They generally come in with, these little satchels, and they pretty much don't vary as far as color. But this one is like a brown, just like the incense. And let's go ahead and take it out. And this one has like a bronze, like a dark. I'm trying to think what this color is, but it's the same color of Intense Cafe. It looks like the same color of Intense Cafe. It's almost like a mocha type color. And so the notes on this one are incense, and as we know, incense usually is related to frankincense. So there's an incense note in here. It could either be frankincense or it could be like a smoky note. Alamy resin, French labdanum, cedar, and patchouli. So these are the notes in this. So this for me, this is the moment of truth. Let me see if this is. I was thinking about bringing like Avignon, Comme des Garçons Avignon, and trying it side by side, but I just didn't feel like doing that right now because I don't know how similar it's going to be. I may do that at a later date, but I had to get this in because hopefully this fall I'll be able to do my top 5 or top 10 incense-based fragrance video. So here we go. Stop her back home. Oh yeah, this is it. I just love incense. I don't know what it is. It's something like spiritual about it. You know, I don't know what it is. It's just something that I'm drawn towards. Now, when you smell it, you do get the incense and the woods. So when I do my list, it's going to be all the fragrances that have these facets to it, like the frankincense and the woods. So it's going to have to be woody. It's not going to be fragrances that just have incense in the note breakdown, because there's, you know, I have, you know, probably 50 fragrances that have incense as a note. So they're going to be incense dominant fragrances where they smell like this. They're going to have this, what other reviewers can consider to be like a churchy type smell. I don't have any personal connection to that type of smell. I used to go to church with my grandfather. He was Catholic, but I don't recall them burning frankincense or whatever in the church. But from what people are saying and from what I've smelled, from what I picked up, I have that correlation between this and that smell that they're talking about. It is very similar to Avignon. I don't, even from the get-go, I don't think that it's exactly the same, but I am pleasantly surprised by this. Montale for me has been like hit or miss, because some of them are oud this, oud that, oud lime, oud jasmine, oud this. So I tried to pick up some that don't have oud in the name, but there are some that have oud in the name that are like original. They don't have that same DNA. So this is something to me that is like a standalone fragrance. This could have came from any other house. This isn't something that I could smell and say this smells like a Montale based on the 10 Montale fragrances that I have. So there you have it. Let me come back to this one. Now, as I come back to Memoirs of a Trespasser, I get vanilla, you know, I get woods, I get some resins. Mostly, you know, deeper down in it, you do get the smokiness. I did read some smokiness, you know, people were talking about the smokiness of it, and I didn't smell it off the initial blast, but I am getting it now. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be with the vanilla mixed with the benzoin resin. So it's not leaning like more towards gourmand. It's leaning more towards like just a woody resinous type of scent. So it's very good. Which one am I going to wear for the rest of the evening? This one, I'm pretty familiar with the scent profile of it. I am impressed with it as far as being in my list of incense-based fragrances. So I'll definitely be checking that out. But today, I'm gonna ride with Memoirs of a Trespasser, because this is one I've really been wanting to check out. I've been dealing with incense-based fragrances for so long. Not that I'm tired of it, but I want to just take a break on it, and I want to get into more of these benzoin type of notes. They're very similar, and the reason why I like these, and like I say, it's sort of like a spiritual thing for me, is that, you know, there's so much historical value in incense and in resins, because there's such an intricate part in fragrances, and they've been around for such a long time. You know, the first fragrances and incense came from resins, so it's something that, you know, is just very like just old school to me, and that's what I like about it. You know, is that, you know, it goes back thousands and thousands of years for people burning frankincense and burning different types of resins and from trees And that's what I find, like, I guess a little bit spiritual about it. It connects me to, ancestors of old or something like that. So I'll definitely be putting this on, and I'll be wearing this for the rest of the evening. Hopefully I can come back to you guys with at least a full review of this one. I don't know about the full incense one. There's a number of them online, but I'm going to see where it will place in my top 5 or top 10 incense list. So thank you, Memoirs of a Trespasser, for the fast shipping. Also, thank you for the samples. This is awesome. This is actually my first time receiving samples. I got this from Fragrance X, and they didn't throw in any extra samples in it. So thank you, Imaginary Authors, for throwing in a couple samples, and that saved me some money on buying the Discovery set. I was able to get the one that I was really interested in, and I'm able to check out some new ones. All right. And that's my video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to thank everybody that has been supporting the channel. I'll try to just be a little bit more consistent with dropping some videos if I can. When I have like ideas and I'm inspired to do them, that's when I want to pull out everything and get it done. So again, please leave a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Have you tried full incense? Do you like incense-based fragrance? Or have you tried Memoirs of a Trespasser or anything from the Imaginary Authors line? Please leave those in the comment. Let's start a dialogue. And again, I will see you on the next one. Peace.